Hello and welcome to part 3 of our Austrian hiking series. It was another beautiful but seriously hot day. Honestly, it felt like we hit the weather jackpot during this holiday. And with conditions that perfect, there was only one thing to do: grab our hiking boots and head back into the mountains. This time we opted for something a bit more relaxed. Our destination was Patscherkofel, which is a scenic mountain peak just outside Innsbruck.
Good afternoon! We are on the other side of the mountains. Innsbruck is just over there, and up there are the mountains that you saw in the previous video. It's extremely hot today. Today it's 4 degrees hotter than yesterday, so it's around 32 degrees, but in the sun it feels like 100. So we started this hike quite late. It's 5 in the afternoon because we are trying to escape the heat. The plan is to go for a 7-kilometer loop, enjoy the views, maybe the sunset. It's much better already here. It's fresher, there's some wind. It's gonna be good. The lifts are open today until 11 in the evening. So apparently that happens every Thursday. To the starting point, we came with a bus, the J line, all the way from the Innsbruck center. It was like a 30-minute bus ride. Very easy, very nice. And we went all the way to the end of it, where the bobsled track is. And then we took one gondola up, and now we're here with this beautiful view. And I honestly think it was the right choice for the weather today to come up to the mountains again, because it is noticeably better here than it is on the bottom. It's extremely hot. I have zero idea how we managed to catch this heat wave, but yeah, we'll survive it. Today's loop shouldn't be very, very hard. It's 300 meters elevation gain and 300 meters we go down. It's a loop, so we should have all kinds of views, preferably also from the other side of the valley. Yeah.
I think that sums it quite well.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. On the top there's a little cabin where you can eat in a restaurant or so, but we actually packed some sandwiches with us and some chips, so we're prepared for this quite well. Today's trail is basically a highway. It's very simple, very easy. I guess that's good. After yesterday's cliffy one, to have something easy.
And not fear for your life.
That's definitely a bonus.
Yeah, I have to say that I feel a bit tired today. Even if this hike so far has been so easy, my legs are feeling the last few days of loads of walking. So I guess I'm thankful that we took the poles with us today. Even if we barely need them right now, I have the feeling that soon it's going to start going up, and then they're going to come in really handy.
For sure.
Also, it helps to keep the blood circulating to your hands.
Yeah. Yesterday we hiked without poles because the terrain was so rocky that the poles would have just been in the way, in my opinion. My poor fingers were like swollen like little sausages.
Like big sausage.
Another nice thing about this trail is that there are these little benches everywhere. So you can sit down often. Only thing that I'm skeptical about is it's a wooden bench, and the last few wooden benches that I have sat on have given me some like splinters in my ass. So that's not very nice. Very raw wooden benches here. Yeah. Basically just fresh out of the tree.
Literally.
A little bit of Jesus in the trees. Jesus is always watching. They're very religious here in Austria.
Yeah, surprisingly so.
Or maybe they're pretending to be, I don't know. But there's like lots of buildings have little Christian like figures on it, like saints or some kind of Bible motifs. Also mountaintops have crosses on top of them, which I find very strange. In Norway you have piles of rock, here you have crosses.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then in the mountains you find little figurines everywhere. Not everywhere, but like you can't find them. This is not the first one we've seen.
No.
I find it a bit strange. But yeah, quite religious, I guess. Pretty here. The trees are stone pines that apparently grows somewhere between 1,500 to 2,000 something meters above sea level, only in specific climates where there's low winter temperatures and very high summer temperatures. So basically this is the stone pine tree trail. So this whole trail is full of these trees. Fun fact. Here we can see our destination. It's Patscherkofel or something like that. Not gonna pretend I know how to say. Patscherkofel.
There you go.
This is such a lovely path, Lewis.
Yeah. I think we made a very good choice today.
I think it's gonna be a lovely evening. We are around halfway in the hike. The total was 7, we are 3.3, so almost halfway. It's not long until the highest part, and it's looking very, very lovely. The sun is starting to go a little bit lower, still quite high up in the sky. Hope we're going to see a little bit of evening colors, maybe a bit of golden hour before we have to take the gondola down. Overall, very, very happy with the path. Very easy to walk on it.
Yes.
And fantastic view today. Yesterday was hazy in the mountains, you couldn't see that much. Today you can easily see all over the Innsbruck area. Very lovely. We have made it to the top. Let's see what the views are to the other side. Also, we have loads of flying people behind us. I don't know if you can see.
They made it look so easy.
They made it look easy, but looks scary. And that over there looks like the bench for our sandwiches.
It is.
Our dinner bench.
It has our names written, Luis and Linda there.
Exactly. It is so nice and fresh here. Complete contrast from earlier today when we were walking through Innsbruck center. We were burning. It felt like flames on our skin.
Yeah, whenever you got a bit of a breeze, it was hot, unpleasant breeze. Here it's so nice.
It's so lovely.
Who knew? You just have to go to the top of a mountain.
Yeah, about around 2,000 meters above sea level.
And then there
It's
is
fresh.
good.
That is good. So if you ever get to the point where it's too hot, find a mountain that is at least 2,000 meters high.
lovely evening, hasn't it?
Yes.
Right now the temperature is super nice.
This is probably the best temperature we have had so far this week.
Yeah, there's like a little breeze coming and refreshing us, and the sun is not burning. It's very, very, very nice. It's almost 8 o'clock. I think it's time to start going down to the top of the cable cars. I think it will be probably like an hour or so, maybe a bit less. The road looks very, very easy to walk on, so probably less than an hour to go down to the cable car. So sunset's a little bit after 9, so it's perfect. We can be there for the sunset and then just take the cable car immediately down to go back to Innsbruck. Very lovely hike. I feel like today has been a rest day.
Yeah, we cannot say this was a hard hike.
We haven't sweat today that much, no. We sweat more today walking around the center.
True.
A lot of people are now going up, I can see, probably to enjoy the sunset. If you have a car, no issue, but we have to take a bus, and then later on the buses go once every hour or so. So it's better to go a little bit earlier.
Yeah, we cannot take too long up here.
No, because tomorrow is a new day, probably a new hike, and yeah, we need to have energy.
Yeah, I think for the way down we will not need this one.
No, like look at this highway. People are cycling down here.
Earlier you were asking, how do people come to work up here? Do they have to hike every day? Well, clearly not. There's a massive road. They just drive.
Yeah, they have like a jeep or something, and yeah, they just drive up here. Not a bad working place, quite good views. Although I don't think they appreciate it.
No.
For them, this is every day.
But then this is work, and work loses the charm.
Top of the cable car just there. We're quite close actually, going this way. Everyone's here now.
Yeah, it
the
seems
whole
like
city.
The perfect evening to be outside and enjoying the sunset time.
Yeah, a lot of people are sitting, having picnics, having some drinks, photo shoot,
Impressive.
cycling and hiking, and yeah, active. It's lovely. And almost at the end. Here's the top of the cable car. Restaurants are full of people. The field is full of people. Everyone's waiting for the grand finale, for the sunset. Made it back to Innsbruck. It's already dark outside. We had a half an hour bus ride. It was hot in there. People were super chatty and we were very tired.
I'm very dizzy right now.
We're just gonna go back to our apartment and rest. And thank you for watching and see you on the next adventure.